I'll play something.
Boys cry too, ain't no shame in that. Wipe those tears, we bring the funk and chat. Oh yeah. Dan and MK got a lot to say. Tune in, y'all. It's gonna be okay.
So that was AI.
Was AI, yeah?
Entirely AI.
Entirely AI.
And how long did that take to generate, mate?
A minute, 2 minutes.
A minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, you just put it all in. Here you go. AI generated song.
I wonder how much it would have cost for us to get that bespoke made.
Thousands. AI's taken over the world, my friend.
In a good way, because that was sick.
Slapped, as the kids say. Yeah.
And you didn't write the lyrics, it completely generated the lyrics itself.
Yeah, I just told them at the main sources of the podcast. Nicknames, what we're called, what the podcast is called, what it's about.
So I want to know.
Yes.
In the comments, and I'm genuinely serious, should we use that as our new song?
I think we should, you know.
Our new theme?
Yeah, I think we should.
Better still. And I'm gonna, the end of this episode, I'm gonna include the full song.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure that you stick around till the end.
Yeah. Please do that.
Shall we release it?
Yeah.
And try and get it as the first AI generated song to get to #1 in the UK charts.
It's a bit optimistic. But I like the energy. I like what you bring to the table.
What would be better?
My friend.
What could possibly be better for the podcast
Well, yeah.
than to release a song
Yeah.
that goes to the UK #1? I think we can make it happen these days.
Yeah. I reckon.
The way that streaming works, let's get it going like wildfire. Anyone who's listening, let's get this going.
Okay.
I think we should do it.
Okay, let's do it. I'm all behind that.
Boys Cry too.
Yeah.
Ain't no shame in that.
Ain't no shame in that.
Wipe those tears.
Bring the funky back.
Thought it was chat, but
Is it chat?
don't even know
That's
his own
all,
song.
How many times have you listened to it?
When you first sent me that, I thought I must have listened to it about 3 times right there and then because it was
believe
incredible.
it.
That specific one, and like I said, I'll play it at the end in its entirety. It's so good.
The lyrics are strong.
But AI, we've spoken about it before. We're
Making waves.
advocates, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
At the end of that chat.
It's convenient.
And this, this kind of solidifies that.
Yeah.
Why would I pay thousands of pounds for some creative genius out there?
Sorry, producers of the music industry, but your time is limited, friends.
And they're all sat there now listening to this thinking, take the jabs.
It's true, though.
Anyway, how you been, mate?
I'm good now. I'm in a good mood now.
You're in a good mood. Is
Yeah.
it because you listened to the song of the summer?
Oh, yeah. The song of the summer. Great.
Was it right too?
That flopped on TikTok, didn't it? Yeah. So it was on a go.
This is the opportunity, mate. I'm telling you.
Maybe it goes from this and people just, have you heard this
UK #1.
banger?
UK #1. If if you buzz in to hear it and you don't want to listen to the rest of this awful, just skip to the end.
Skip to the end of the song.
It'll be
Let us know
there.
what you think.
Promise.
It's good. It's worth it. Take your time. brother. Right.
You've been good, honestly, yeah? You're feeling good?
I don't know, really. It's creeping back to like being my own worst enemy in my own head. It's kind of one of those weeks,
Okay.
to be honest.
How so?
How so? Well, I feel like I reach my capacity in certain jobs. Like my skill set stops growing, and I feel like I fall behind. And then I don't feel like I'm good enough for jobs anymore. It's a bit of a weird one. A lot of self-doubt. Like I feel like I'm good at nothing again.
It's a journey, mate.
It is.
You have to be patient with yourself.
And it comes down to education, I think. You have to educate yourself more to get better
Oh
at
yeah,
things.
it's like anything. What do they say? That it takes 10,000 hours working at something to become a master, to become an expert. So, It's constant. You know, it's consistency. It's keeping yourself busy, keeping yourself sharp,
Yeah.
learning things. So
Yeah.
but no, I get it. I really do. You know, when things start to become frustratingly still,
Yeah.
you know, you feel frozen where you are and you stop enjoying it.
Yeah, it comes down to it all. Like, I think it's about putting myself off things and laziness sometimes to a degree to stop learning. And that if I'm not fixated on something, just not interested in learning it, which holds me back as well. So it's kind of like half of it's excuses, half of it's not being able to physically do it. The wind is moving the
What is
studio.
that sound?
You know what you need? Loops. Do that, loops.
Who knows? After last
That's a
week's
plug.
episode, maybe there will be a banner at the bottom of the screen with the promo code.
Yeah, why not? Loops, get involved. I love your product. Send some more. Great stuff.
But yeah, I mean, I guess part of that, mate, is you know, what I'm hearing is that you're maybe necessarily not finding enjoyment in what you're doing, potentially.
Yeah.
Could that be a part of it? You know, you feel frozen and stuck because you're not fully enjoying what you're doing.
Maybe. Potentially, yeah. Like, I feel like when it comes to creativity, I don't like being forced to do creative things. And I feel like if there's any, like, if it's not your creative thing and you have to do it, if it was like a filming job or something like that, and it was forceful to do it, kind of just, yeah.
No, I fully get what you mean. You know, it's like when we were going through education, you know, when we were learning film production, etc. And we very much worked freelance. And we were doing like freelance filming on the side of things. But, you know, to kind of complain about that and to, you know, it sounds almost woe is me.
Yeah.
You know, because you on the outside of things, people will see that, oh, well, you're doing what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're picking up a camera, etc. But it's like, it's not my thing. It's not my baby. That's not what I want to be applying these skills to.
Yeah. And I do get that. But my temperament, the way my brain ticks with certain things, is like, my attitude is very woes me. That's just in my DNA. Like, I don't mean to be negative. I don't mean to be woes me.
No, I get what you mean. Like, you know, how, because of these feelings and stuff, like how does life feel at the moment because of, I guess, feeling quite dissatisfied with what you're doing?
This is the thing, Nick. I'm going to say this, and it makes you seem lazy, and it makes you seem like you're just lazy. That, like, say if you have a job and it's something you don't really can't be asked to do, you feel like that. You feel lazy. Like, everyone has to work, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is I don't like mixing creative with work anymore. I don't think, because I feel like it affects the creativity.
Oh, it does, 100%.
Because it's forced, like I said.
I think when you talk about, you know, the feeling of laziness, I think this is something that can be super misconstrued, because I'm, you know, I've been open and vocal about it. I'm there too. Like, I've been there and that's just because it's not our thing. You know, it's not something that you're actively passionate about. It's a job. You know, and, you know, when you do get those feelings, you just become incredibly demotivated. And I think that's where the laziness comes in. Because if you've got no motivation, you've got no energy. You know? And then, you know, certain neurological things come into play where you kind of get paralyzed because of the way that you are feeling, etc.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the things that I tend to find myself doing when I realise that, you know, things are becoming a little bit mundane.
Have a wank at your desk.
After that, I start to fantasize about terrible things happening.
I think we're still on about wanking here. What do you mean?
So, for instance, like, I'll start to fantasize about, you know, a nuclear war or a zombie apocalypse. And then my mind will just get occupied with how I would deal with in these situations. It goes back to when I was in secondary school taking my GCSEs.
Hey.
When, physically sat there doing my GCSEs in a sports hall.
I've had the
Most
same
of the
thing.
time. Can
you imagine the rafters and climbing up
Yeah.
in there? And...
Most of the time, I would be thinking about, what if a zombie apocalypse happened right now? What would I do and where would I go? And exactly that, bro. Like, my school hall had, like, high brick walls, but then it had, like, a gap at the top of the brick walls where it was, like, joined to the ceiling. I'm like, straight up there. They ain't getting me.
Yeah. Hide in the walls.
You can try.
God, that'd be a sick opening scene for a film. Imagine like a British zombie film. It's a massive sports hall, loads of desks in a row. Like, nice tracking shot against, like, the desks so everyone's teachers walking down. And then it stops on one aisle. And then a kid just throws up blood. And everyone screams. And everyone's scattering. Camera
And then
doesn't
there's
move.
just a horde of kids running towards the door, but the doors are locked
Yeah.
because you're not allowed out.
Stays on that one kid. Everyone's, like, in the corners. And then that kid goes... Like, it starts ripping
Kids, and there's me scaling the wall, getting up.
Why did I just start pitching a scene?
Because that's what you're passionate about,
Oh,
bro. But yeah, it's mad, like, and as well, like, nuclear war, like, even now, like, I'll sit there now. Obviously, it's in the news and stuff because of, and,
What happened?
we've chatted about it before, and I'm like, what would my first move be? And I think I'd, run into the bedroom. If it was, like, imminent, like, it's about to hit. I don't know where it's hitting, but...
What if it's in there?
I'd run into the bedroom and wrap myself in a mattress.
It's good, that is.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
put thought into this, bro.
Yeah,
I'm surviving.
That's quite good.
I'm king of the Wasteland.
Too much Fallout you've been on.
And yeah, like, that's the thing. And yeah, I think subconsciously I've even begun to, like, put steps into place. I know it's stupid. Like, so I'll always make sure that there's, like, at least a 5-litre bottle of water stocked up somewhere. So so I can drink it now, but so there's, at least 2 days of water to be able to, and, like, no word of a lie, I was sat there, like, a couple of weeks ago, and I just thought to myself, how are we going to get power if all of power goes out? I was like, I wonder if, like, a hand crank power generator is the thing.
It is.
You can get them on Amazon. Straight up. Amazon. And it's like a radio as well. And a torch. And it's got, like, there's ones with, like, solar panels on the back so you can, like, charge, certain
Goes
devices.
by power.
Yeah.
So as long as you're...
You can crank it to, like, generate the power. Or leave it outside for the sun.
That's class.
Yeah, man. So at least you've got a torch, you've got a radio.
I bet they sold out at the start of COVID.
I bet, yeah. So, I mean, my advice would be get it in now.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, honestly.
Wow, yeah. I don't think it'll happen anyway. I think Trump will win. He'll make up with Putin. And that'll be...
Look, I don't care. I'm fantasizing here. How would you deal with a nuclear imminent attack right now?
We've gone over this, I'm sure we have. But
I don't look. I'm in the zone now. What would you do?
God, I don't know. I'll probably just run in the road, kill myself.
Oh,
Nah, I don't know. I really don't know. My first thought would be to get low as possible.
mate, we're trying
In
to
the ground.
survive, not throw shapes. Get low.
Throwing shapes, I don't know. I'll try and find, like... I think I'd dig... How long have we got?
Mate, the news anchors have fled. It's breaking news and there's no one reading it. Because you can hear it. You can the rumble.
Oh, it's that quick.
Yeah, man.
I'll probably go...
Do a funny
The sky.
pose so when they find you, You're a shadow.
Yeah, like Arnie out of Start Terminator. Funny.
How mad is that? That's like a, I don't know what they call them, but like, I think it was like in Hiroshima or something. So when the bomb hit, there was just shadows where people had just completely disintegrated. And then it just the outline of someone's body was left. How wild's that? So yeah, just do a funny shape.
I can smell it through the bag.
I know that's not what they meant when they said wake up and smell the coffee, mate, but Christ on a bike.
No, they absolutely didn't. But we've just had a package through from our friends at Rise and Friends Coffee. And let me tell you this. You can get a massive 30% discount now when you buy your first 2 boxes of Rise and Friends Coffee.
30% off?
30%.
That's almost free.
It's cheap and it's delicious. Sounds like a bargain to me, mate.
Take our word for it. Use code BOYSCRY2 at checkout to get 30% off your first 2 boxes.
Let's go get a cup.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I'm glad you had a plan. Well,
No, I don't.
that had legs.
I'd be rubbish. I can't think in a crisis.
I've got you. Don't
Thanks,
worry.
mate. Got a mattress going free.
There's a double up there, isn't there?
Yeah, king size.
Kick everyone out there. King. There might be room, but just us. It's fine.
What else? It's funny because like pets don't even know it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Pets ain't got a clue.
I recently watched the new Quiet Place. Day 1.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly, so good, man. But for so much of the film, and I'm like, you know, I'm not overdoing this or whatever, but I was such an emotional wreck because because one of the big characters of the film is quite literally a cat, and you know, it's the main character's like companion. So you kind of see that dynamic. It's very good, you know, how an animal would cope in the situation. And obviously, cats are quite silent. You know, they don't have footsteps really. They don't make much sound. All I could think was Daisy would be in a quiet place.
Yeah.
And like I was quite literally an emotional wreck. I was crying. Just because my mind kept going to, if ever we got into some kind of situation, there's no way that kid's living. And I was just thinking, I'd need to like put her out of her misery. It was mad.
Delightful conversation today, team. Absolutely delightful.
Look, I want to get you thinking. This conversation right here could very much save your life one day.
Get in a mattress.
Get in a mattress, wrap it up. Or a fridge. I saw Indiana Jones do that one time.
Get in a fridge.
It was in the newest one, wasn't it? No, not the newest
Crystal
one,
Skull.
but the one before that. Yeah, Crystal Skull. Because they were doing a nuclear test on that little village thing. Yeah, got in a fridge. It was also a scene in Fallout.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Rip all the shells out, dive in it. Like that.
Scram.
Yeah, if you're hungry.
If you time it just right, you could cook something.
To be fair.
Just like leave a rasher of bacon out just as the bomb hits, and as soon as you
That'd
hear
be
the
you.
first sizzle, shut
That'd
it
be
up.
me, that would. Find me with bacon. But no, seriously. Like, yeah, you're finished. Game over.
Done.
Finito.
Yeah, I hope this conversation saves someone's life one day.
I know, yeah.
Whilst you're listening to it on your
To be
hand crank
honest,
radio.
At the hand front radio. If you survived it, the aftermath would be finding survivors who were like chemically poisoned. Oh.
I wouldn't even bother exploring. Me personally, I wouldn't leave my apartment.
No.
Nah,
Your apartment's gone though.
Huh?
Your apartment's gone.
Nah, it's still standing. Might have less windows and slightly radioactive.
But you underestimate these new builds. Sorry, overestimate. Dust. That's going down with some wind in the winter.
It's quite sturdy, actually. I
was quite impressed for a new
It's
build.
pretty like soundproof. Like you don't really hear. Which that's what gives me faith that it'll still be standing. But yeah, I'd just like bunker down and pillage everyone else's apartment for like food and stuff.
This conversation is not where I thought this podcast was going today. But this is if you want to get to a little bit know us, this is our conversation.
All right, if you seriously take anything from the situation, go watch The New Quiet Place because it is honestly it's incredible.
I do want to watch it.
It's my favorite one.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like the origins, like the day that it happened, and it's in New York City. So it's like it's class. Honestly, sound design is like something else. First 40 minutes goes, and it goes hard. It's class.
That's exciting.
Go watch it.
So it's cinema now, isn't it?
Yeah. It was the first time we went to the cinema since...
Evil Dead?
No, I thought that, but it was Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Yeah, which technically doesn't count because it's like a
Not
music.
really, is it?
But yeah, it would have been over a year because of Evil Dead.
What was the last film you watched?
Yeah, Evil Dead. Rise.
I watched Bad Neighbours 2.
What was that, like 8 years ago?
Last week. I haven't watched a film in such a long time. I was like, I'm going to put some on.
Oh, in your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I went to the cinema was Avatar 2.
Hmm.
Went on my own for 3.5 hours.
Going to the cinema on your own's
It's great.
underrated.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Love it. Like getting your own little snacks. I want to share with.
I used to do it a lot when I used to work at Showcase Cinemas
Yeah, you did, yeah.
as a wee lad.
Yeah.
Used to do it a lot because you obviously get free tickets.
Yeah.
But I did it. I haven't done it in ages. Go on my own. I think the last film I watched on my own was Skull Island. Sick.
Nothing compares to those seats at Warsaw Showcase.
It's gone now.
What?
Yeah.
The Showcase is gone.
I'm pretty sure it's demolished.
Are you joking?
No. This was my exact reaction. Imagine I spent 2 years there.
That's sad.
Yeah, completely just wiped out.
It was a ghost land for the longest time, though.
It was. It was. I had many 1 hour shifts.
Yeah.
Who wants to go home? Me, obviously.
Oh, I watched a film with my dad there. Western. Yeah, let's talk about. Yeah.
That's sad. He's dead now.
He's not here anymore, guys. Sad. Where do you want to go from here, mate? It's just negative now, isn't it?
Just I guess positive vibes.
Positive vibes. Peace, love, and hugs. Go to the cinema on your own because they might demolish you soon.
If you don't go to the cinema, they will demolish it.
Yeah.
Is what I've learned.
What is that? Junction 10. God, that's if someone makes that a truck stop. Cashback. Overnight truck stop. Business.
There's a real would be a real sex worker hotspot, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah. That's what keep the name. Showcase.
Just peep shows.
Keep the building up.
60-year-old prostitutes and you look through a gap.
Yeah, wicked.
Wicked!
I might be a truck driver.
Fiend. You give me trucker vibes.
Huh?
You give me trucker vibes.
Is it the beard or the fat belly?
The homophobia.
Listen up, y'all, we got a tale to tell about Dan and MK. Feeling under a spell. Come on now. They got the blues, but as funky as can be. Boys cry too, and that's the key, you see. Say what? Boys cry too, ain't no shame in that. Wipe those tears, we bring the funky chat. Oh yeah. Dan and MK got a lot to say. Tune in, y'all. It's gonna be okay. Hit me. From heartbreaks to the daily grind. They keep it real, just let it unwind. Come on now, come on now. Grooving through the sorrow, laugh along the way. Keep on sharing, it's a brighter day. Say bye. this song. Come on now, come on now. Feel the feel and let it all show. Boys crying too, now let's go. Say more. So laugh and cry, just let it be. The funky path to emotionality. Come on now, come on now. Stick around, it's a funky show. NNK, let's get set to roll. Say more. So laugh and cry, just let it be. Ooh yeah, the funky path to emotionality. Come on now, come on now. Stick around, it's a funky show.